Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of people are really looking forward to is, of course, exactly how JJ is going to utilize the character of Luke Skywalker being portrayed by Mark Hamill once more in the sequel trilogy. Now, this by far is going to be one of the most emotional sequences in the film, is of course witnessing the last scene of Luke Skywalker on the big screen in the sequel trilogy. I think it's really going to be a very emotional and powerful moment within the Skywalker saga. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions and one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting and intriguing for this movie. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that were shot during the month of January included Mark Hamill, Daisy Ridley, and Adam Driver, where they were all standing in the middle of a 360-degree green screen. It's described to be a moment based within the third act of the film, where Mark Hamill was instructed to exchange dialogue that would carry saga-wide implications. It's said to be a scene in which Mark Hamill portrays Luke Skywalker as showing Kylo Ren and Rey the origins of the galaxy and the Force entirely through dialogue and visuals. It's said that the Netherworld of the Force plays into this scene that was said to take over 20 takes to get done correctly. George Lucas was also said to be involved with Mark Hamill for the sequence in which the Netherworld was presented to Kylo and Rey, portrayed by Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley. Mark Hamill was also said to be shouting out dialogue as he was levitating on a large boulder, where Kylo and Rey were on the ground next to each other and were acting in a way of being confused as to what's happening around them. The sequence is said to change Star Wars lore and how fans see Force ghosts and what they are capable of, and also it's described to be JJ's attempt to demonstrate Luke as the most powerful Force ghost there is in Star Wars history. So let's go over a couple of things about this. Now, we do know that JJ is really going to deliver a lot of new elements of the franchise in Episode 9 that fans have never seen before on the big screen, which honestly, guys, I think is a great idea. I think it's a step in the right direction in order to really evolve what Star Wars really is. But at the same exact time, you can really run into a lot of risks by doing something just as this, showing the Netherworld of the Force through the character of Luke Skywalker, as well as telling the origins of the galaxy to both Kylo Ren and Rey through the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker. So this is also said to be a sequence in which J.J. Abrams is making Luke the most powerful Force ghost there is in Star Wars history. And honestly, guys, in my point of view, I think that J.J. is very ambitious. I think he's very goal-driven, and I really do believe that he has good intentions with this movie and is really trying to end the Skywalker saga in a very, I guess you could say, satisfying way for a majority of fans. And in order to do this, they really do have to do something that's going to be quite magical and something that fans have never seen before, related to the character of Luke Skywalker and certain elements of Star Wars lore that we all have never experienced before on the big screen. So this would definitely be at the top of the list, where we do get to witness the Netherworld of the Force and Luke Skywalker himself revealing new secrets and the origins of the Force in the entire galaxy to, of course, both Kylo Ren and Rey. Now, the thing that really gets me is that he is levitating on a rock of some kind, and it really leads one to wonder as to exactly where Kylo Ren and Rey really are when they make this encounter with the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker. Now, it's very possible that this takes place after the battle between Kylo and Rey going up against the new foe called the Dark Acolyte that is actually affiliated with the Spear of Sidious in some way, shape, or form. So with that being said, we do know that this movie really is going to be a rather, I guess you could say, packed film with a lot of characters, a lot of planets, and a lot of new elements of the franchise that we have never seen. I mean, even JJ teased that this movie could, and the magical word here is could, be 4 hours long. He said it could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 4 hours long in length. Now, let's hope that this movie, at the very least, at minimum, that it's going to be 2 hours and 45 minutes, maybe even 3 hours like Avengers Endgame. So with that being said, guys, I gotta say, I mean, I am so looking forward to seeing exactly what Mark Hamill is going to do in this movie, not just in the form of a Force ghost, but also how everything is going to come together and how it's going to all look when he's in the form of flashback sequences and so on and so forth. Unlikely that he's going to come back to life permanently, but as we have gone over, there are a lot of hints and indicators out there that we have gone over before in the past that really do tell us that he may very well be coming back to life, at least temporarily, in order to really fulfill a certain act in this movie. Now, in my point of view, since Luke Skywalker is a very important character, JJ really has to get this character down correctly, whether he's in the form of a flashback or a Force ghost. Regardless, JJ Abrams has to do amazing things for the character of Skywalker that's going to resonate with a lot of people around the world. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.